All right. See what we have. See what we have. Number one. Get rid of this box. Put this over. All right. Let's put this off to the side. Man. All right, let's get into this. So this is a multi-pump air gun. This air gun will do multiple shots. You pump it up, I think it's like 60 pumps. It's got an air reserve, and then the rest, you can get it down to, I don't know, maybe 5, 10, 15 shots, depending. It's got a high-low. It's got a high-low switch here, and this is a 22 cal, so they say it's roughly 28 foot-pounds of energy. I have the 25 cal as well, and they indicate that's 36 foot-pounds of energy. I want to try, obviously, pellets, maybe a few light slugs in this rifle to see how it performs. But there are some serious advantages to this rifle, guys. I mean, right now it's $249 at Pyramid Air, and I mean that's crazy good price, guys. $249. It's regularly $399, $349. I bought the 22-25 cal. They used to make a 177, which I really wish they would make that, because the older one that I had a Nova Freedom. You get a lot more shots at like 14 foot-pounds of energy. It's a different gun when you're doing that. But the thing that I love about these guns is the fact that you don't have to buy an air compressor. You don't have to have a carbon fiber tank and all the hoses and adapters. And believe me, there's been times where I leave and I forget my tank. I forget a certain adapter to go into the rifle. All kinds of things. My tanks have sprung leaks where there goes the shooting afternoon, or there goes the hunting scenario. And, you know, just taking a little carbon fiber tank with you on a hunt is a pain. And in addition, a lot of times I'll leave it back at the car, and then you go through 2, 3, 5 hours of hunting out in the field. You take a shot, you screw around, you shoot an apple, you shoot a leaf, and the next thing you know, you're 40 shots in. And if you have an Air Force Condor or Marauder, you know it's time to go back to the car. All the way back to the car, you gotta go. This is the simplest thing compared to, let's say, a 22 cal rifle. Really, you just have this rifle. You got a mag. It's got a 10 round mag in here, and then, you know, a 10 of pellets, and that's it. It's just kind of like a 22. You don't have all this extra stuff that adds to frustration of getting dates on your bottles and all that stuff and things going wrong. It's really kind of right here in the rifle. And that happens. You know, their FX used to create a gun similar to this called the FX Independence. Awesome little rifle, and I wish I would have bought it at the time. They've discontinued it. I really wish they'd bring that sucker back, because there's a lot of us guys that, you know, creating a 6,000 PSI tank at your house or having one with down regulators and everything else is expensive, time consuming. Go get your air. This is it. And as I mentioned, $249. So what are the criteria that we're going to do the reviews? First of all, we're going to take it out 25 yards indoor range, see how many shots we get with the high and low. We're going to take it to the 55-yard range. Again, how many shots high and low on high power, low power, and then look at the accuracy. So for success for this rifle is going to actually be pretty low. It's going to be, does it hold air? Is it durable enough? Does it put up with day-to-day wear and tear? And then lastly, is it accurate at 55 yards, say a nickel or a quarter size group? So will it put down a squirrel at 55 yards? My sneaking suspicion is that it is. And if it is, let's say if you get a nickel size group at 55 yards, man, you could probably stretch it out to 70 or 75 yards on that. And that is a long ways for a very affordable rifle. And if you can do that, most of the guys shooting air guns, probably 100-yard max if you can get close. We're going to look at the feet per second spread. You know, how many shots does it take to kind of watch the point of impact that goes down? How many pumps does it take to pump this up and to keep it at a certain pressure. Like if you take one shot, how many pumps do you need to get it right back up to where it was at before, or 2 shots? We're gonna look at all that stuff. And so there you guys are. I'm kind of excited to get this thing out. I am talking with a digital scope provider. They're sending me one. I want to kind of put it on this, and then we can go out on a squirrel hunt, you know, kind of take it in the real world. If it starts grouping on the range, maybe we take it out and do a little of a day hunt and that kind of stuff. But for you guys, would like to know what questions do you have? These guns always have a lot of questions. For the next review, this is first impressions. For the next review, put it down in the comments what you want to know. I'll test it out. That's the reason why we kind of have a preemptive thing. These reviews that are done, for me, I hate you got a week or you got 6 hours to do the test. You can't get to know a product that well when you have to give it back right away. But, you know, spoiler alert, I purchased this and 22 cal and 25 cal. They were so affordable at Pyramid Air. I have no affiliation with them. I'm just saying that. We'll see if it performs. If it performs like junk, you're going to get the scoop. But yeah, there you guys have it. Questions, comments, write it down below, and I'll see you next week.